Hey guys! Hey guys! So today's video is a very exciting one that I'm super pumped to share with you and one I'm super pumped to film. Sorry, I keep on changing backgrounds, I keep on changing filming areas. I'm sorry, tao lang. Mahirapan kasi talaga ako mag-set up ng sequiny things. So parang feel ko pag mas casual yung video, I want it to be, you know, super chill, super cash. So right now I'm at my brother's bed because it's cleaner looking. Not that it does matter, but just thought you guys should know. But today's video will be so exciting because I know everyone loves to save money. I love to save money. If I could save money, then I'd be all over the moon about it. Today's video is gonna be an ultimate dupes list. So I'm gonna give you high-end products and their alternatives, my reviews on both, what I think is worth it, if I think the high-end counterpart is worth it. Oh, by the way, my hair is like, talagang tinali ko lang yun. Mukha lang siya medyo mas ayos, pero hindi talaga, guys. So, and my off-shoulder top is just, you know. And if you're wondering where I got my choker, I got it from Mazzy PH. I'm gonna link her shop down below. Amazing chokers, super inexpensive. Sobrang daming different styles to choose from. So definitely check her out because she's got some banging styles. Sobrang dami kong dupes na nahanap kasi makeup lover ako eh. Nag-hoard ako ng makeup. Naturally, madami talaga ako nahanap na dupes along the way. So without further ado, super dama nila. So let's just get started. I have this one Morphe brush na silver yung parang detail niya and then black yung handle niya. This is the Morphe M510 brush. I use it to highlight my face and I love this brush. And the only reason I bought this is because wala tong specific brush na to dun sa brand ng dupes na ipapakita ko sa inyo. A lot of you guys always ask me what brushes I use. What's the big fluffy brush I use to dust off my baking? And guys, okay, i-share ko na sa inyo. And actually, sinishare ko naman sila eh. Nilagay ko sa description box. This is from the brand Beauty Cosmetics. I have been using their brushes for 4 years, since 2012. Until now, they make perfect brushes. So I have yung face kit nila right now. Sobrang literal, diba? Mukhang Morphe brushes. Pero these, the entire set with 14 brushes cost me 1,650. As in, sobrang ganun kamura. And sobrang high quality ng brushes niya, you guys. Hindi mo ma-feel na from a local brand. Sobrang affordable. As in, sobrang bait pa ng seller. I've been using them since I started doing makeup until now. Kasi cheap ako. Ayoko nag-spend ng thousands and thousands of pesos on brushes when I know I can get them for a cheaper price with the same quality. So I love Beauty Cosmetics and you should definitely check them out because literally they're the same thing as Morphe brushes. And the owner even told me, hi Mr. Sen, the owner even told me na same factory sila. So you guys, save your money and get these instead of Morphe because come on, Morphe is overpriced. This is the Merry Luminizer. And a lot of people love this highlight. I do really like it, although I don't use it now because I do have a lot of choices for highlights. This is a really pretty champagne-y white gold classic highlight. It's a classic color and I love the formulation, but I find that it kind of is too soft for my liking and the dog is barking. Bork. I was looking for something that has more intensity na hindi mawawala dyan. I found a dupe and my holy grail highlight. This is my favorite highlight in the entire world. It's an eyeshadow. It's by JCat. It's their Triple Crown Baked Eyeshadow and this shade is in Dulce de Leche. Literally same shade, same color, and this is even more intense. This is the highlight I'm wearing right now. Gives the face an amazing glow, looks amazing, so smooth, the same thing. I love this so much. 10 times better than the Merry Luminizer in my opinion. It's cheaper, it's better. I love this and it's definitely a dupe you should check out. Another favorite of mine is this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. My shade is in Luminous Bronze Light. This bronzer is the best bronzer I have ever used. Sobrang, when I first put it on, I couldn't believe how glowy my face looked. Sobrang ganda niyang bronzer. Pero sobrang mahal din niya. As in, 2.8, mga ganun. Sobrang mahal, girl. Kung si Caffeine Lights may das expensive, ako may mahal siya, girl. I do understand this is so expensive, so I tried to find alternatives. The first one is also a high-end alternative. This is the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer. They basically give the same effect. They basically give the same glow to the skin. Ito mas cool tone lang yun, mas medyo neutral to warm tone. Pero medyo same sila ng effect. Halos same lang sila ng outcome sa face. If you dust it on the perimeters of the cheeks, they're gonna give you that glow. Sobrang ganda rin ng Too Faced, and it's kind of half the price. One of my favorite bronzers as well. But of course, I have found something that is basically gonna give you the same effect then. This is the e.l.f. baked bronzer in the shade Los Cabos. It's a glowy bronzer, which is the point of Hourglass, which is the point of Too Faced. They're supposed to give you that glow from within, that kind of a bronze. Hindi siya matte by any means, but this is a great dupe for the Hourglass, the Too Faced one. If you're looking for something na gusto mo lang mag-start, di ka pa sure kung gusto mo ng glowy bronzers, you want something to start off with, I think the e.l.f. baked bronzer in Los Cabos will be a great choice. So yeah, I really do like this as well. If the dogs are barking, I can't really do anything about that. I'm so sorry. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. My very first Charlotte Tilbury product. I do not regret purchasing this. Kung gusto mo man lang ng intense glow, bibigay siya ni highlight shade. Kung gusto mo ng sobrang natural bronze, bibigay siya. And subtle contour, bibigay siya ni sculpt shade. Sobrang perfect nito. And like I said, I honestly don't regret purchasing this. One of the best products I have in my collection. Sobrang luxurious niya lang. And sobrang mahal din niya. And alam niyo, hindi ko rin siya ma-justify eh. Kahit na sobrang love ko tong product na to, hindi ko siya ma-justify. Parang. Pero I found this one. This is from Tarte. This is the Park Avenue Princess Contour Volume 2. Now this is not a drugstore product, but it's definitely cheaper. It's half the price of the Charlotte Tilbury, less than half the price actually. You get a bronzer, a highlight, and a blush. So similarly to the Charlotte Tilbury one, you do get your bronzer shade and your highlight shade. Very similar even at the pan. And you get a bonus, you get a blush color. And these are so buttery, so pigmented. These were the ones I brought with me to Boracay, and they filled me up. To be honest with you, the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow isn't really a necessity. So if you want to save your money, the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Volume 2 is basically the same thing. Plus it has a blush. So you're kind of getting more value for your money, plus you're paying less. MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. YouTube made me buy it. As you can see, I barely use it kasi namamahalan ako sa kanya, guys. As in, namamahalan ako sa kanya na parang tubig lang naman, wala naman siyang ginagawa. It does make your makeup look less powdery, but that's it. I don't really find it to kind of do anything magical for my face. The e.l.f. makeup mist and set is literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. I love this. I use it a lot more than I do the MAC Fix Plus. It just sets the makeup without giving you that much dewiness, which sometimes ayoko talaga ng sobrang dewy na mukha. This doesn't alter my skin type or the finish of my skin after I do use my foundation. Nawawala yung powderiness ng foundation ko, pero it just stays matte and fresh and really prolongs the makeup. This also works the same way as the Fix Plus does, in which yung mga eyeshadows magiging mas pigmented pag ginamit mo to. Even water. You can do that with water, honey. The entire Fix Plus makes eyeshadows look more pigmented. Girl, it's just a wet surface. Kaya sila naging mas pigmented kasi wet yung, ano, diba? Ganun lang siya. So, kahit sa tubig, kahit sa eye drops, mag-work yan. Kahit sa iced tea, mag-work yan. So, kahit sa e.l.f. mist and set, mag-work yan. So, yeah, I don't really find that the Fix Plus is anything special, to be honest. I think the e.l.f. one is just as good and it's cheaper, so. Quickly going through foundation dupes. Sobrang dami kong foundation dupes, you guys. The first one is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Concealer. It's supposed to be a full coverage foundation. Na magagamit mo siya as a concealer, and I do find that to be true. Nagagamit ko din to as a concealer. It lasts me the entire day. But I have found that the Etude House Big Cover Concealer BB does pretty much the exact same thing. What I love about this foundation, or this BB cream, it's very full coverage, but it's yellow undertone. It doesn't have a gray undertone as with most Korean BB creams. Sobrang similar. Even the packaging, even the doe foot applicator. As you can see, this has like a humongous doe foot wand. And then this also has like that same huge doe foot applicator, which just makes them even more similar. Even the packaging looks similar. So definitely dupes of each other. Sobrang similar talaga, as in sobrang similar. The next one is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. As you can see, I have barely used this because I do not like it whatsoever. It doesn't have like that full of a coverage. It feels so thick. Like when you move, your face can like... Sorry. Sobrang di ko siya type at all. Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. One of my favorite drugstore foundations ever. It has full coverage, and when you kind of blend it, this is a super thick mousse. When you warm it up though, mas nag-thin siya, so mas nagiging same yung consistency nila. Finish exactly the same, longevity exactly the same, coverage exactly the same. This is so inexpensive, 350 pesos, 2,000 pesos. Maganda pa to kasi dito kasi ito lightweight siya. Ito sobrang thick. I would definitely prefer the Rimmel Stay Matte over Kat Von D Lock Tattoo, but they're basically the same thing. If you want to try the Kat Von D without spending that much, then try the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. If YouTube had like the most well-loved, the #1 foundation of YouTube, Estee Lauder Double Wear. Everyone and their mom and their dogs and their dogs' friends love this foundation. Sobrang ganda daw. As in, sobrang full coverage daw. All day wear. Lala lo lala. This is the story. I bought this 2014. I didn't really like it. Sold mine. And then I was like, I wanted to try it again. So I bought a new bottle and I still don't like it. Simply for the reasons that it's not as full coverage as it claims to be. So if you have like severe acne, pigmentation, blemishes, redness, I don't think this is gonna cover that. To be honest, I am very particular with my full coverage foundations. If it says it's full coverage, it needs to cover my redness without me having to use a concealer. And I find that with this, it is buildable to a medium to full, but I don't want to have to build up my foundation. And this just feels like so thick, and mafe-feel mo na may foundation ka, as in like, ang tigas niya, as in sobrang tight niya sa face mo. Para kang may isang layer ng paint sa face mo. It's not lightweight whatsoever. It didn't really work for me. One thing that worked for me and is one of my favorite foundations of all time, and is like a dupe for this but better, is the Revlon Colorstay foundation. Every time someone asks me what's the best foundation for oily skin that you can recommend, I don't want to recommend the Marc Jacobs Remarkable right then and there. Like, I want to recommend something that they can start off with since they're beginners. And what I recommend, Revlon Colorstay. Revlon Colorstay never disappoints. My shade is in 150 Buff, by the way. And this is 1 Neutral 1. Ivory Nude in the Estee Lauder. I'm gonna list all my shades down in the description box. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. Sobrang nagtatagal to sa mukha ko. Sobrang similar nila na nagtatagal sa mukha. But this one actually has more coverage than this one. And it does feel more lightweight. I love the scent of this. Yung color niya is perfect. It's not too yellow. It doesn't look too orange. It's a perfect shade for my skin tone. Tried and trusted. First love. If you want to try this one, just go for this. Trust me in this. Trust me in this. I think most people are gonna kind of flip out when I say I found the semi-dupe for my Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. And I know that's a claim, but okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. And like I've told you, this is the most full coverage foundation you will ever meet in your entire life. Actually, concentrate kasi siya. So, value for your money kasi ang laki niya. So kahit na medyo may kamahalan siya, alam niyo, you're getting value for your money because it does cover everything to the point where you don't really need concealer, to the point where yung excess product mo from your foundation you can use as a concealer. That's how full coverage it is. It doesn't feel so heavy, which is the best thing. It's so thin in consistency, but packs a punch. I love this. I love this, but it's so expensive. And I want you guys to be able to try that full coverage without feeling like a cakey mess type of thing. So I have found an alternative, and I love this just as much, to be honest. These are the Hard Candy Mix In Pigment Makeup Drops. Now, before you react, these are pigment makeup drops. Just like the Marc Jacobs foundation, this is not a foundation. This is a concentrate. So this is also a concentrated product. So kasi drops siya. So it's not a foundation per se. It's a mix-in product. Something you mix in to make your foundation more full coverage. I have tried this with foundations. It didn't really do much. It didn't make them more full coverage. I've tried it with moisturizers. Didn't really like it anywhere near as much as when I try these on their own. They are amazing on their own. My mom never compliments me in terms of my foundation, how my skin looks. That particular day, she doesn't really compliment me. In fact, she always tells me and she always pinpoints kung kunwari medyo cakey na yung foundation ko. Literally, whenever I wear this, sabi niya, anong suot mo? Ang ganda niyan. Ang ganda ng skin mo today. Mom. My mom. Ano yan? Ang ganda talaga yan. Ano yung binibenta mo yan? Ang ganda talaga. And I'm like, Hard Candy Glamouflage. And I was like, I totally have to agree. Sobrang ganda. Ang smooth ng finish na sa skin. If you use these alone, sobrang ganda niya. I actually use light 1 underneath my eyes and light 2 on my entire face. Perfection. Does last me the entire day. No problem. This is the closest you can get on the drugstore na sa Marc Jacobs Remarkable coverage. Hindi siya as pigmented as Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs still has more coverage. You might have to layer this, pero I swear, maganda to. As in, ito na yung closest you can find sa drugstore sa Marc Jacobs Remarkable. That's why I'm calling it a dupe. They're not like the same kind of a thing, but if you want to try yung ganong formula na thin but packs a punch, definitely try the Hard Candy Glamouflage Mix and Pigment Makeup Drops. That's a mouthful, but so good. Definitely repurchasing. Sobrang ganda. As in, ang ganda niya. Ang ganda. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. Everyone loves this foundation as well. I do really like it because it can be built up to full coverage. It's so lightweight in the face, blends really well, looks really natural. It can be a lot of money, so I wouldn't really repurchase this, I don't think, but I really love the coverage, how natural it looks, and how well it lasts on the face. I have found a dupe that is basically the exact same thing. It looks the exact same thing, lasts the exact same way. e.l.f.'s Moisturizing Foundation Stick. I think mahanap niyo pa siya sa Watsons ngayon, and I think naka-sale siya for 50% off. Packaging pa lang, sobrang pareho na. Formula, sobrang magkakalapit. Hindi mo din ma-realize. Kunwari may difference sila sa formula sa Makeup Forever. Once you blend it out on your face, hindi mo na malalaman yung difference nila. Kasi halos pareho lang talaga. Actually, parang feeling ko mas nagtatagal pa to sa mukha ko. As in, hindi ko din ma-distinguish. Parang same lang silang super creamy. Same lang din yung coverage nila na buildable. As in, super similar. Na as in, I just love them both. And girl, this is sobrang mura lang. And like I said, it's on sale right now at Watsons. So if you pause this video right now and just run to Watsons, get the e.l.f. Moisturizing Stick Foundation before they're not, because come on, it's a dupe. The same thing. Lastly, for foundations, It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream. My favorite CC cream in the entire world. As you can see, I've used it so much. Has amazing coverage, does last the entire day on me, it doesn't make me look oily, it doesn't alter my skin type, it doesn't alter the finish of my skin. Amazing, amazing, amazing product. Feels so lightweight, has a lot of benefits on the skin, but expensive. This is mahal. Pero I found something that does compare to it. This is the Essence All About Matte Oil-Free Makeup. My shade is in Matte Cameo. This is not a CC cream. It doesn't have the benefits of the It Cosmetics CC cream, but the way they feel is practically the exact same thing. So if you want to try the It Cosmetics, di mo sure kung maglalast siya sa'yo, hindi ka sure kung gusto mo mag-invest sa It Cosmetics, just try the Essence one. It's 400 pesos and it has the same consistency, blends into the skin really nicely, very lightweight lang siya. For a foundation, this is very light to medium. For a CC cream, this is full. So sobrang same lang ng coverage nila, sobrang same ng feel nila, very creamy sila, pero parang may hydration doon sa creaminess nila. So very similar. If you want to try the Cosmetics but you don't want to spend too much on it, then try the Essence one. If you like the Essence one, then I suggest you pick up the Cosmetics one. So yeah. I also did find a dupe for the Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This is waterproof and my shade is in Light. Sobrang light nitong shade na to. Hindi ko siya nagagamit kaano kasi sobrang niyang light. Yung shade selection sobrang pangit. Pero this is a full coverage anti-aging concealer. It's so creamy, it's so thick, but it does cover so well. It does brighten the under eyes so incredibly well. Too well for me. Too well that I don't really use it that much. I found that the Wet n Wild Come Correct Celebrity Skin Concealer is the same thing. The same thing. And I actually like this better because it's drier. This is so creamy, but it kind of has like such a dewy finish that I do not enjoy. This is kind of like more powdery to the touch. It's not dry by any means. Sorry, not dry. More powdery and just more soft. It feels softer. So softer on the under eyes and just provides the same amount of coverage. Even the color is the same, even the consistency, the thickness is the same. So yeah, so similar, so similar. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Creamy Concealer that everyone loves as well. I love this concealer. I already have a backup of it. I don't care how expensive it gets because it is amazing. It blends well, the finish is radiant, the finish is so natural. It covers so much and it lasts all day. I love this, but I was looking through my concealer pile and I realized how similar the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer is to this. Syempre, yung packaging sobrang hindi similar, diba? So that might put you off. Baka isipin nyo, hindi naman ata similar kasi doe foot to. Ito, parang squeezy tube. From the way they feel, medyo may pagka-smooth but powdery, to the way they set on the face, exactly the same. You guys, the only difference between the two, literally the packaging, but everything else practically exactly the same. Okay, so I was so excited for this powder. When I first got it, I thought it was gonna be magical. And it is, don't get me wrong, it is really, really good. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Their micro powder. Mahal. Mahal to. Ito yung pinakamahal kong powder na pressed. Pero ang ganda niya, as in sobrang nakaka-smooth siya ng pores. As in sobrang nakakaliit siya ng pores and all that jazz. It's really, really good. But I found 2 dupes for it. Not 1 but 2 dupes. The Wet n Wild Cover All Powder. I love this. It does practically the same thing. Yung difference lang nito tsaka yung Charlotte Tilbury is mas finely milled yung Charlotte Tilbury. So mas powdery si Wet n Wild. Pero trust me when I say that this on the skin looks really good. It does practically the same job as the Charlotte Tilbury and is 299 pesos at malls. Even cheaper online. Same effect on the skin. Same nakaka-shrink ng pores. Sobrang dupes. But if you want a spot on literal na as in para ka nang nagbayad ng packaging tsaka ng brand sa Charlotte Tilbury, e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. Sobrang exactly alike. Literally exactly alike. Even the color right now looks the same. The way they feel, the way the e.l.f. one is so finely milled. The e.l.f. one is just as finely milled. And blocks pores, shrinks pores, makes you look really lovely and not overly powdery the same way the Charlotte Tilbury does do that. But the price difference is insane. You can buy 22 of these for one of this. So it is... this is a product I will never be able to justify, and I would never even think about repurchasing this because it's so ordinary. It's good, but it's ordinary. It's what I'm trying to say. So many dupes. There's so many dupes out there na literal na solid pareho lang. Sad but true. One mascara dupe that I've found. This is the Maybelline Roller Lash. I do not like this. I know a lot of people swear by this. It doesn't do much for my eyelashes. It does lengthen them, but it kind of weighs my lashes down, so I'm not really a big fan. This is the Telescopic Carbon Black from L'Oreal. It's literally the same thing, but I do actually enjoy this one better. If I have like the hair will make long and curl before it, it actually makes a good top coat. So okay siya, pero same lang sila as in same lang sila. Pati yung wand, hindi nagkakalayo. Yung wand, hindi naman sila sobrang pareho ha. If you're wanting to try a roller lash, I suggest just pick up Telescopic because they're basically the same thing. Also, MAC Warm Soul blush. My favorite blush of all time is MAC Warm Soul. You guys know that. Probably not, but it is the prettiest color to go with every single makeup look. Even if you don't have makeup and you just throw this on, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna look perfect. One of those colors that just looks good with everything. Sobrang ganda, sobrang smooth niya, sobrang pigmented niya. I love this. And then I realized, nung first favorites video na ginawa ko, which was August favorites, I mentioned this Milani blush in Berry Amore. And sabi ko, ito yung pinaka-favorite na blush ko. If you guys remember that, then you're amazing. Sa lahat ng Milani blushes ko, ito yung pinaka-favorite ko. And I realized, why? Bakit? Dahil pareho pala sila ng MAC Warm Soul ng color. As you can see, they look exactly the same. Medyo may swirliness lang to, pero I swear, swatching them, they are exactly the same. They look exactly the same on the cheeks. So similar, I cannot even believe. I love these both, pero just thought I'd mention it. This is just literally the exact same thing as Warm Soul. Both are amazing, both I love, both are beautiful, but they're the same exact color. Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I bought this because YouTube made me buy it. Everyone was talking about it like it was the only powder in the world. So I was like, I needed it. I needed it. So I bought it last year and hindi siya masyadong gamit. Hindi siya masyadong gamit for the reason that it is so expensive that I don't want to finish it. Hindi ko siya kaya i-repurchase. Ayoko siya i-repurchase. But I do like it for traveling kasi, you know. Coffee and Sparkle by Mimi. She mentioned that the Nichido final powder was like exactly the same. Truth be told, it is exactly the same. And as you guys can see, malapit na maubos yung Nichido powder ko. As in, sobrang onti na lang natira dyan. Kasi lagi ko siyang ginagamit. At mahal na mahal ko siya nung sobra pa ako nagbe-bake. They are the exact same thing. The only difference is, itong Laura Mercier, mas hindi siya powdery. So, mas okay siya for traveling. Ito as in powdery, it gets everywhere. But aside from that, exactly the same thing. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. It is the prettiest whitish, champagne-ish gold shade that flatters a lot of different skin tones, and it's beautiful. The formula is amazing. Love this highlight. It's one of my favorite highlights to date. This Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar is extremely similar. Pagka-swatch ko pa lang, sabi ko, sobrang champagne pop niya. Sobrang similar nila both. And they just give like that really pretty reflective champagne gold look. Of course, yung Becca one sobrang ganda rin niya and I love it. But if you want a dupe, then definitely the Wet n Wild Highlighting Gold Bar is like the same shade. Same shade. Pareho lang talaga guys yung reflectiveness nila. Sobrang same din. So yeah. So lip products, yay! I have 4 dupes I'm gonna show you for lip products. Let's start with MAC's Velvet Teddy Lipstick. This is a very nice, this is the shade I'm wearing right now, by the way. A very nice brown, pinky brown nude. MAC's Velvet Teddy is the color that started all the rage among like rosy shades and all that jazz. Ito yung talagang cult classic favorite lipstick. But if you find that it's too steep for your budget or you just want an alternative, Pinky's Collection Bark is the same color. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila yung formulation ng Pinky's Collection, mas stiff siya kesa sa MAC. Pero yung shade is legit the same shade. And yeah, I do find that both wear the same way. Ayun nga, mas matigas lang siya i-apply, mas stiff lang siya. Pero once nasa lips na naman, halos pareho lang. And the shade is on point, 100% dupes of each other. Urban Decay Comfort Matte Lipstick in the shade Uptight. One of my favorite lipsticks of life. It's just such a pretty corally, peachy nude shade that goes with everything, and it's so flattering on my skin tone as well. A dupe for it that I found is the Maybelline Matte Lipstick in the shade Clay Crush. One of my favorite lipsticks from Maybelline, if not my favorite lipstick from Maybelline. The moment I wore this, I got so many compliments that it just looks so good on my skin. And true enough, it does look good on my skin. It flatters me so well, and I found that these two colors are practically the same shades. Creamier lang na onti si Urban Decay, pero as in the same lang naman yung finish nila. Same lang yung longevity, same everything. Kylie Jenner's Coco K Lipstick. One of Kylie's best sellers. This beautiful pinky nude shade, so pretty and looks good on fair to light skin tones. The dupe that I found for this is actually Jordana's Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Creme Brulee. Literally the same shade again, sobrang similar niya, and I actually prefer Jordana's a little bit better. Halos pareho lang, you guys. And wala silang difference at all. Actually, mas lightweight si Jordana. Pero yung amoy nila pareho lang. Pareho lang halos yung amoy niya. Mas gusto ko yung amoy ni Jordana, to be honest. The shades so similar that you totally don't need Kylie. You can skip Kylie and just get Jordana. Last but not the least, I have Jeffree Star Gemini, which is one of his hottest colors that always gets sold out everywhere. Looks so good on different skin tones. It's a medium pinky brown shade. And then ColourPop released their fall collection, and I chanced upon Gypsy/Calypso. Sobrang mukhaan ko si Gemini sa kanya. And when I swatched these, they look so similar, and they basically have that same undertone. Ang difference lang sa atin to, and ito liquid matte. Pero halos same lang din naman. Siguro warmer lang ng onte si Gemini. But really, not that much of a difference on the lips anyway, and I think both just look the same. They're just dupes of each other. So yeah, you guys, that completes my ultimate dupe list video. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. Sana may nakita kayong dupes na talagang magagamit nyo, mabibilhin nyo. If we can save some money, why not, diba? So yeah, if you want to keep up with what I do, then follow me on my social media accounts, always listed down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thumbs up this video, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye guys!